Hello students. So in the previous session already we have seen what do you mean by the reproduction and the types of reproduction, that is the sexual reproduction as well as the asexual reproduction. So regarding this one, after the joining of the male and female gametes, so that is the sperm as well as the egg. So the sperm is the male gamete and egg is the female gamete. So in that one, that fusion of or the joining of the male and female gamete is called the fertilization. So regarding this one, already in the previous session we have discussed in detail. So the fusion of male and female gamete is nothing but what? The fertilization. In fertilization also there are two types. In fertilization there are two types, that is the internal fertilization and one more is external fertilization. So regarding this one also, so we have seen what you mean by internal and what is the external fertilization. Suppose the fusion of male and female gamete is going to take place within the female body or inside the female body, so that is called the internal fertilization. If the fertilization is going to take place outside the female body, so that is called the external fertilization. Okay, so how the internal fertilization is going to take place? So for the internal fertilization, man and cat, buffalo, tiger, so many examples are there. Okay, so these are going to perform the internal fertilization. So the fusion of male and female gametes is going to take place inside the female body here. So from the male, the sperm will be released to the female body. So it will be fertilized in the female body only. So there only the zygote will form. It will undergo the repeated cell division process. It will form the embryo and again it will form the fetus. So it will be delivered by the mother in the form of a baby. So here in the external fertilization, so in the external fertilization, the process is totally different. The fertilization is going to take place outside the female body. So how it is going to take place, let us see. So the frog and fish are the examples for the external fertilization. So here, when the male and female of these two organisms, the male frog and female frog, when they come in contact sexually, at that time they will release the egg. So the frog will release the egg from its body to the water or to the any substances which are floating in the water. So on that floating material, the frog will lay the egg. So that time the male frog is going to lay its sperms on the eggs of the frog. Hope you are getting the concept here. The female frog will lay the egg in the water or in the materials like any stick or any material or in the roots of the plants, if anything is floating in the water. So on those materials the female will lay the egg. So at the same time the male will go there and it will release its sperms on those eggs. So there only, so the fertilization is going to take place. The fusion of male and female gamete is going to take place. So it will fertilize, it will hatch, so it will develop into the larva. Larva will develop into the adult. So like that only the process is going to take place. So like that the fish also, some fish are there which are going to lay the eggs in the water. So the male fish will release the sperm on the eggs of the fish. So it will fertilize, so it will be developed into a fish. So like outside the female body, these processes are going to take place. But in the human beings, so the baby is going to develop inside the body only. In the dog, they are going to develop, its kids are going to develop in the body only. Though in the cat, its kittens are going to develop inside the body only. So like that, in the buffalo, in the cow, in the dog, in the tiger, in the lion. So all this process, including human beings, so the fertilization and the development of the baby is going to take place inside the body only. So here in the external fertilization, the development of the babies or the young ones are going to take place outside the female body, or it may be in the environment. So that we called the external fertilization. So here one difference. So the human beings, they are going to develop only one baby naturally, or in the some cases 2 or more than 2 also, that is 3, 4, 5 some things. Okay, exceptionally we can see these kinds of cases in the human beings. So in the cow, in the buffalo, we can see only the development of only one baby. So here in the frog and fish, they are going to lay many number of eggs at the same time. That may be thousands together. The eggs which are going to laid by the fish or frog, they are in 1,000 numbers. So those why the frog and fish are going to lay that much eggs at the same time? So only because of they are going to lay the eggs in the water. So it is not possible to develop those eggs, all the eggs, into the young ones. So due to the rain, due to the water, due to the heavy flowing of water, so they will travel here and there. And also some other organisms which are living in the water, they are going to eat, or the eggs are eaten by the other aquatic animals. So it is not possible to develop all those laid eggs into the new young ones. So that's why the fish, only some of them are going to develop into the new young ones. So that's why these frog and fish, they are going to lay many eggs at the same time. They are addicted. That is the adapted nature. That is the adaptation of these organisms. So they are going to lay many number of eggs at the same time. Okay, so this is about the internal and external fertilization. So regarding the reproduction in animals as well as in the human beings, we will discuss that one in the next session. Thank you and have a nice day.